Understanding credit cards. Annual percentage rate, APR, is a measurement of the cost of credit expressed as a yearly rate. Your APR might change depending on your payment history or other factors. Always check your rate on your monthly bill. Balance transfer fee is charged when you transfer the balance from one credit card to another. A cash advance is cash borrowed against your line of credit provided by the credit card company. Note, cash advance have a higher interest rate than regular charges on your credit card and carry no grace period. Default rate is additional interest rates once the credit card holder is no longer making payments on the balance owed. This rate is always higher than the contracted interest rate. Variable rate information explains how your interest rates can and will change. The grace period is the period between the time a charge is made and the time financial charges is added to the balance. For credit cards, the typical grace period is 20 to 25 days. Financial calculation method applies if annual credit cards are not paid in full each month. Annual fee is a membership fee for use of a card that's paid once a year. Some credit cards have no annual fees. What item not required in the disclosed box is your credit limit. Your credit limit or line of credit is the total amount of credit available to you on your credit card and will be included in the promotional material. When you're comparing credit cards, be sure to compare how financial charges are calculated. Credit card companies generally use one of the following methods. Average daily balance. The most common method, calculated by averaging the amount of debt you had in your account each day over the billing statement. Previous balance method, calculated on the outstanding balance at the end of the previous billing period. Adjusted balance method, calculated on the account balance after adjustments are made for the payment during the billing period. Charges are usually lower under this method than the average daily balance and previous balance methods. Two-cycle balance, calculated by making use of the last 2 months' account activity. This is typically the most expensive way of calculating APR because it takes into account 2 months of your average daily balance. When comparing credit card offers, first decide how you'll use the credit card. Will you use it for emergencies only or for routine purchases? Either way, take a close look at your financial picture to determine how you can and will pay the bill each month. For credit card users who carry a monthly balance from month to month, getting a low APR is usually the most important factor. Another important consideration is how the financial charges are calculated. For the credit card user who pays off the balance at the end of each month, the most important factor is grace period, the period between the time the purchase is made and when financial charges are added to the balance. Also, compare annual fees, transaction fees, late charges, and over-limit charges. For credit card users who want to earn rebates, airline miles, and other rewards from frequent use programs, pay attention to the APR and the annual fees, as they can get higher than those of a traditional card. Read the restriction and fine prints on your rebates and rewards. Credit card companies cannot issue credit cards to people under the age of 18. And if you're under 21 years of age, you need an adult cosigner to get a card, unless you can prove that you have the financial means to pay your bills. Your credit card company cannot charge you a fee of more than $25 unless one of your last 6 payments were late, in which case your fees may go up to $35. Or a credit card company can show that the cost it incurs as a result of late payment justifies the higher fees. Credit card companies cannot charge you a late payment fee that is greater than a minimal payment. Also, if you exceed your credit limit, you cannot be charged more than the amount you went over. There can be no inactivity fees. Your credit card companies cannot charge you for inactivity. One fee limit. Your credit card companies cannot charge you more than one fee for a single event or transaction that violates your cardholder agreement. For example, you cannot be charged more than one fee for a single late payment. If your credit card company increases your card annual percentage rate, it must tell you why. Choosing a credit card is an important decision. Consider it a major purchase and take the time to comparison shop for the car, just as you would for a big ticket item. Banks will send you multiple offers in the mail, and it may be convenient to fill out the first application you receive, but it may not be the best card for you. Pre-approved means that you have passed a preliminary credit information screening process to even qualify for the card. It means that the credit company is aware of your credit history. It doesn't automatically give you any special rates or breaks when it comes to the terms and costs of the deal. You don't need insurance because you're already protected. If your card is stolen, the federal law limits your liability to $50, but you must report your card missing within 24 hours or as soon as possible. Before signing up for the first low-rate offer that comes your way, shop around the credit cards. Do a little comparison shopping and find the card that meets your lifestyle. Basic rule of thumb is a low fixed rate card is better than a low variable rate card. Make sure you confirm with the company that they are offering what you think they are offering. It's very easy to misunderstand some of the information found in the small print. Go over it with them, then ask them if they can do better. Their best offer may not be the first deal they offer you. Understand key numbers and terms before you sign. What is APR, the annual fee, the grace period, the penalty charges? Ask under what circumstances can the card company change your interest rate or other terms of the deal. When you sign up for a credit card, you are responsible for paying the bill. Follow the rules of credit management to lead a financially healthy life. Consider using debit cards instead of credit cards. Money is deducted directly from your checking account, so you can't spend more than you actually have. Pay bills promptly to keep the finances and other charges to a minimum. Pay the balance off if you can. Use credit only if you are certain you'll be able to repay the debt. Avoid impulse shopping on your credit card. Save your credit cards for money emergencies. For many of you, having a credit card is your first step toward establishing a good credit history. For others, it might be the beginning of an ongoing cycle of debt. The difference is discipline and knowledge. The choice is yours.